What's up, everybody? Back with another chat about the EV trucks. So it's been about a year and a half now having these trucks. Still loving them, but do have to bring up one thing that, well, the other day, my wife went to Disneyland and started off where she, after she charged up the car at the level 2 station there in Disneyland, I got a charging error on the app and figured, all right, no big deal. Maybe something happened with the charger, and but she's charged, she can come home, works out. So lo and behold, she gets in the truck later on that evening to start heading home, turns it on. There's an error on the truck. Basically, forgot the exact wording, but reduced power, basically see a mechanic soon. And so she made it back to the house. The truck had been minimized to 53% power for her drive home. Gets home, tries to plug it into the charger, boom, got the 3 rings of death on there, and charger wouldn't work at all. So the next morning I bring it in, and got a call from the mechanic actually today, and somehow the battery needs to be replaced. And at first it was really concerning because I'm thinking, guy, we've done everything right. We've kept the charging the way it should be, between 20 and 80. In reality, we're usually, we stay between 70-80%. I think in previous videos I dropped it down to 60 for quite a while just because we don't need all that. But in any event, we tried to do everything right and the battery failed. So yesterday and then this morning, the first thought is being really disappointed and, oh my gosh, what am I thinking with getting these EVs? Well, then I start thinking about it, and there's a forum that I follow that everybody, who has Ford EV vehicles, and there's people perfectly happy, 150,000 miles. One of the stories I was reading yesterday, this guy has over 150,000 miles on his truck, and he's only lost 3% of his state of health. So kind of putting it in perspective there, we've all, well, at least I have, sometimes somebody will buy a brand new gas car, diesel truck, and within the year something catastrophic fails. And unfortunately this time I was a part of it, but there's reasons why there's recalls come out because of continuous failures in one aspect or another. So thinking about that and kind of figuring, it's a fluke thing. I'm still driving this truck right now. It's driving perfectly fine. And I bought this one 2 months after I bought my wife hers. So I think that's all it is. So then that kind of brings up, how was the service? How was the response? And that's where, honestly, I couldn't be happier. I showed up, had the problem with the truck. They immediately got me into a rental vehicle. Got the rental. It's not an EV, but hey, they got me into something. So they called me as soon as they found out what the problem was, made sure it was all under warranty. I'm told it'll take 5 to 7 days to have it all taken care of. And at the end of the day, regardless of the manufacturer, any company that sticks their neck out on the line, acknowledges an issue, and they're 100% willing to take care of it without giving you headaches, they're good in my book. I really am satisfied with how they're taking care of it. There's really nothing else I can say. So back to driving these over a year. We've had, or a year and a half, we've taken multiple trips to Las Vegas. I think I've mentioned, but I do have the standard range. That's never been a big deal. I stop in Baker. It's the halfway point from where I live in the high desert. And, we charge up. Takes you 10 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes. and you're back on the road again. You get to Vegas, and you know, you can either hit a Charger right away or go to your destination and hang out. But the convenience of them, I think, supersedes a lot of the inconvenience that people have with having the gas vehicles. I mean, a lot of hotels you stay at, if you're into, you know, staying in the hotels, you know, a lot of them now, the infrastructure, they're starting to put in charge stations, level 2 charge stations. And if you kind of look around for different hotels, and I've found them all throughout California and Las Vegas, but they'll have complimentary charging, which is amazing. You know, you pull up and you just plug right in, and you know, you're basically getting free fuel, and a little bit longer, but you know, charge overnight and you're good to go. Couple of things I did get. So supercharger, let's see, for Tesla, Ford made a promise. They held to their commitment with that. We got a Tesla adapter. And another addition that I added, so some of the hotels that I stay at, sometimes they just offer Tesla chargers. So they actually have an adapter for that, for Ford vehicles or other vehicle, any other vehicle for that matter. There's an adapter that you can buy to where you can utilize the Tesla chargers at those hotels or, you know, wherever, for type 2 charging. So gosh, that's still happy. I love getting in this truck. And man, it still feels like the day I bought the thing, where you're excited and you want to jump in the truck and drive around just because. And honestly, that's what I'm doing now. So a year and a half later, I'm just cruising around town and enjoying my drive. It's still extremely fun. Again, with the whole battery failure, things can fail when vehicles are brand new. Granted, yes, it did take almost a year, but you know, they warranted this battery for 8 years. 8 years or 150,000 miles. How can you complain? Literally getting a brand new battery, which in a sense is a brand new vehicle, at their expense, and like I said, no headaches at all. So it's been great. Really, not a lot more I could really bring up. I'd still recommend them. My work, they did a soft rollout and they started sending out EVs. So this should probably be a whole other video, but they did give me a Chevy Silverado EV, and I'll probably be looking to do a comparison between the two. I drive that one 5 days a week. I drive this truck, you know, a couple of days a week also still. And I would say I'm still very happy with Ford. Say, you know, again, going into another video later on, you really can't deny the range that those Silverados have. They're incredible with the range, but everything else being equal, man, it's tough to beat these Ford Lightnings. The comfort, the feel of the drive, well, I don't do a whole lot of off-roading, but the little bit of off-roading I have done, there's nothing I wouldn't feel confident about these vehicles doing. They're incredible. So anyway, hope everybody's doing great, and look forward to talking to you guys later. Have a good one.